No, it doesn't. I don't know where people get this concept from that bow needs spacing. Maybe it's because visually it's very similar to blasters, as in you both shoot stuff with it and you have like projectiles, but that is just like a visual design. If we replaced it with like a Gmod untextured thing, no one would think that it ever required spacing. Because here, look at these hitboxes. Spacing means that there's like a buffer zone between you and the hitbox. I'll show you some blasters hitboxes. Look, there's like a buffer zone between the hurt box and the hitbox, which means you have to space for it. You don't want to go too far or you'll miss, but you don't want to be too close or you'll also miss. Now, look again at Bow's hitboxes. Where do you have to space in any of these moves, actually? All of them have a hitbox in between. That means that it doesn't require spacing. Look at some spear hitboxes. Spear requires more spacing than Bow. Bow doesn't have a single move where someone can be too close and you'll miss. Unlike blasters, or even if it does, it's not a lot. Or no one would say orb requires spacing, but maybe because it's visually different, people don't say that. But if you look at orb and Bow's hitboxes, a lot of them are like very similar in the quote-unquote spacing they require, which is none. They're all very close to the user and they hit in between, and you don't need spacing for them at all. You know, and I'm not saying just because I hate Bow, which I do, but I don't like when people say, oh, Bow requires spacing. Bow is just an easy weapon, which is fine. It's okay to play an easy weapon. There's a lot of easy weapons in Brawlhalla. I would say most weapons are actually pretty easy. Depending on what elo you are, obviously. But if you want to talk about Bow's weaknesses, maybe talk about damage buildup. Maybe it's actually pretty hard to kill with, so if you don't have good SIGs, you'll actually struggle a good amount to kill with it, just because recovery got its force kind of gutted. But please don't say that Bow requires spacing. It's not true. In any move, actually, there's no one move that actually requires decent spacing. So please stop saying this. And that's all I had. It's just a little mini rant. Thank you for watching.